Sneakerheads and basketball enthusiasts alike, this is the Only Lane, and welcome back. Thank you for clicking on the video. I will really get right into it. There's not much that I need to talk about before that. Oh, actually, before we get into it, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Once again, thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to discuss these. This is the performance review for these things. These are the Zoom Freak 2s. I'm sorry, I have OCD and I'm trying to fix these shoelaces. This sounds weird. That sounds so much better. Excuse the noise in the background. This is the new sneaker room for me. It just happens to be my basement right next to my laundry machine or my laundry room. So that's my washer and dryer going off in the background. But let's get into it. We can start from the bottom, start from the traction. To be quite frank with you, I expected a lot better from this. The goal for my performance reviews is to get in around 24 hours. Around, like close to 24 hours of actual gameplay in the shoe. I know that sounds ridiculous, it sounds like a lot of time, there's no way I would do that. I am actually putting that much time into it. Or close to it, depending on how many other shoes I have to get to, and depending on if I feel like there's still more the sneaker can give me, right? I started this when I started these sneakers anyways when quarantine was lifted, so I was kind of playing in them outside in the beginning. They didn't have gyms open, and then I most recently got into the gym with these, and that's kind of why you haven't seen this review yet. I have had it done, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I'm done testing these. I stopped maybe about I say 2 weeks ago I stopped. I was able to get enough gym time that I hit that 24-hour mark, so I hit 12 outside and 12 inside that I felt like I had actually got there. I was good. And the traction it just isn't all there. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I could rate it out of 5, I'd probably give it a 3, which is like a It's not awful. It's just really not that great. And quite frankly, outside it performs a lot better than inside, which is not usually how that's supposed to go. Usually on the outside, it'll tear up your sneakers so badly, obviously depending on what you're playing on, that you won't get as much grip on it. But it just seemed like anytime I was inside, no matter how good the court was, it was picking up moisture. Which is weird because usually you feel when you play on the court, you pick up dust. That's not the case with these. I don't know what it is with this rubber compound, but you would probably think, how could you tell it's moisture instead of dust? And this is just my opinion. I don't have any actual facts to back this up. In regards to moisture, the first court I played on looked like brand new. Looked like they had just finished doing it, and I can only assume they did. It was played on pretty frequently because it had like a league going, so I think there were about 4 games played there. I'd say twice a week, but the court was immaculate, and they just weren't holding up. I was slipping and sliding, and it didn't seem like anyone else had that problem. And actually, before that, I got in another court, just as nice looking. I don't think it was as well maintained as the second one. And that one was ridiculously slippery. Everyone was slippery. Everyone was slipping, and I thought maybe, it was just me. And I thought maybe it was just the court, but no, I was probably slipping a little bit more than them, and then I was able to confirm that by playing on that other court, the newer court. For a fact, you slip more. It just picks up so much moisture. Like I said, there's no dust on those courts. The courts are immaculately cleaned. It's just moisture, like the moisture in the air, it picks it up so quickly, and you just can't find the traction on these. Outside it was good. I played on a couple different like textures on the outside, like painted cement, and then like a gravelish type of material. And either of those, like I said, you thought would rip up your outsole here, and it really didn't. It was solid. Like I said, not great, but solid. So because of that, unfortunately, it has to get a 3 from me. But that's just my opinion. I don't know if anybody I don't know if anyone else had a different experience, but that's what I got from these. So moving on, we can get into cushioning. So for cushioning here, you have a lightweight foam in the heel. It doesn't really tell you, so I researched, well, I did a little bit of research, and it doesn't really tell you what the foam is in the back, but you do have a Zoom Air in the front, which is weird because it says Air Zoom on the forefoot here, and there is a difference between Zoom Air and Air Zoom. I'm not going to go into that right now because it's a little bit complicated for me, but you do have a Zoom airbag in the forefoot of these. In regards to how it felt, it was not bouncy, soft, I guess. It was really soft. It didn't give you the bouncy feeling in regards to as you're using it, you feel like you're getting a return, as in maybe you land and you feel like it's helping you off the ground a little bit more. I liked it in the beginning, but I would say my 3rd or 4th time using them outside, I hurt my foot, which is weird, but I definitely hurt it in the forefoot, and it was, I think, due to the cushioning being so soft. I believe it was the left or right foot, I don't remember. It felt like, and this wasn't off a play, I wasn't doing anything, I was literally just walking. It felt like I cracked a bone, which is weird because I know what a broken bone feels like, but it felt like I cracked a bone. I don't know what that means to you. That's really the only way I can describe what the feeling was. It was really painful. And the thing is, it went away after I took the sneakers off. But I essentially had to stop playing basketball that day. And I thought, you know, maybe I just injured myself. Maybe that's what it is. I injured myself, some freak accident, people tear their ACLs walking up the stairs and all types of random stuff like that. I didn't have a problem with it after that until I ended up playing indoors again, and the same thing happened. Just walking, and it was my left foot now that I think about it. I feel that same like crack of my bone in the same area, and it hurts. Like I said, it's not a broken bone. I know what broken bones feels like, but it really hurt, like really painful. I don't know if that's due to this. It is due to the shoe. I'm saying I don't know if it's due to the shoe. It 100% is due to the shoe. I didn't have that feeling elsewhere. I've already started performance testing other sneakers. I played ball in other sneakers. After that, I walk around every day. I have not had that issue at all, except with these. I really don't know what that means in regards to the cushioning. Like I said, it was really soft. It could just be that maybe it's too soft and my feet weren't used to that, or they're not conditioned to being in something as cushioned as that. I don't really know, but it's the first time I've ever had that happen, ever. And it kind of turned me off to the shoe. It made me feel like maybe I could hurt myself worse based off of just that. And here we go with the dryer going nuts over there. So moving on from that, you have the upper, which is some type of textile material. I don't know what this is. I'm not a textile expert. It is very soft. The thing is, it doesn't provide much breathability. For me personally, breathability isn't a big deal. I don't mind, I guess, swamp feet. Before I started doing this and playing basketball in 50 sneakers, I was playing basketball in 1 or 2, and most of the time, one of those sneakers was an old sneaker, and old sneakers weren't really built for breathability, so you would end up with swamp feet depending on how long you play for, and that's really never bothered me. That's not a big deal for me. Hot feet doesn't bother me. If it does for you, I don't know if this is it for you. It does have breathability. It's not like a 90s shoe where, like I said, you can get swamp feet, but it does get a little hot in there. I also was playing in the middle of the summer. It's not bad. For the tongue here, you got a soft tongue. It didn't really make a difference either or. As long as you don't notice the tongue, then it's fine, in my opinion. There's only 2 ways it could go, right? You notice the tongue and it's absolutely amazing, and then you forget about it, or you notice the tongue because it's grinding into your foot, and then it really ruins the experience for you. So I didn't really notice the tongue much. Like I said, it is pretty soft, but it wasn't making a difference as to towards my opinion on the shoe either or. You don't really have much of a heel cup back here. This is you can move this. There's not much of a heel cup, like I said, to protect your foot in that area, but I didn't have an issue with that. I don't really need much protection in my heels, and that's just because I really tie my shoes really tight. So you could have essentially nothing back there, and as long as there's just a little bit of something, my shoes will be fine because I'm really pressed into the back of the shoe. I don't know what else there is. Regular old shoelaces. This shoe is it's very similar to the last one. Aesthetically, it looks much better. I know a lot of people didn't like the backwards swoosh on the Zoom Freaks ones or many of the colorways. So aesthetically, it is better in my opinion, but performance-wise, I think I personally just didn't have a great time in them. I was happy to be back on the court. It was the first shoe that I used once the rims were back up and they came out, but it just wasn't the greatest experience ever. I didn't get to record any while I was falling on these, but like I said, it just wasn't great. Traction wasn't great. The cushioning, I felt like I broke. I feel like I messed up one of my feet, and then it was kind of hot. So out of 5, just to wrap it all up, I'm gonna start doing scales now. I don't usually do scales. I just tell you it's kind of like this or kind of like this. I'll start doing scales. Out of 5, I would give it a. I'm trying to stay on like whole numbers, but I'd probably give it a 3.5. And I only say 3.5 because the worst thing that I experienced was the traction. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. And the issue with the cushioning. Now the issue with the cushioning could have just been a personal thing, so that's why I gave it a 3.5 as opposed to a 3. It's just regular for me. I don't remember what these cost, actually, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it. I believe these were $120 because they were the first colorway and they had a little bit more designs on top, and the other colorways ended up being $110. It's not bad for what you're getting in the shoe, but like I said, it could be better. But that's pretty much it. That is my performance reviews on these. I don't know what I'm doing with these after this because I'm probably not balling them again. Maybe I'll give them away. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you got to the end of the video. I don't know how long this video is because I had to take pauses because of the washer and dryer and all other types of things. But we'll cut it down. If you like what you're watching, like what you guys see on the channel, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and please comment down below. All of the above help They help me put out more content. I mean, I'm not making money off of this, so all of this comes out of pocket. Everything that you see here, I have bought for myself. I'm kind of a psychopath when it comes to buying sneakers. I have a lot. I have a lot that I bought during the quarantine that I was supposed to review, and because it was quarantine, I couldn't review and I couldn't get to them. Like this whole row behind me almost. I got one over there. Or is it two over there? No, I got one over there that I'm supposed to review. Here's another one that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 that I actually bought that I was supposed to review. These I actually did a review for, and I never put it out because I didn't like the way it came out. So you can make that 7. Actually, this is 8. And there's just like a bunch that I didn't even buy that I need to do. So I'm not doing all these. Now I kind of just have a bunch of sneakers just sitting here. And if you include those New Balances over there, I actually forgot about those. That's 9. So I have a list of sneakers that I have to get to. Unfortunately, I'm not probably ever going to get to it because sneakers just keep releasing, and I have to just keep releasing, and I have to keep testing. So if I can't get on the court to test often, then I can only do what I can do, right? But anyways, I dragged it on a little bit too much. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.